So let's talk about the LSSC verification. What I call it, a fake verification ban. We'll talk about it. Honestly, nowhere in the world, legal business, nor banks do that type of verification. If you go to the bank and they verify, what do they verify? They verify your identity. That means they're going to ask for your passport, they're going to ask for your driver's license, they're going to ask for your debit card and for you to put in a PIN. Anything that can identify that it's you. Now, what does LLC has? LLC has our phone number. If they wanted to verify our identity or identity of the phone number, they would have asked our phone bill, which would prove that we are the owners of the phone number. But they're not asking that. Just imagine what they said, hey, like banks verify your identity, we're verifying with the deposit. Just to think about this. You come to the bank, and in order to do any type of a transaction, they do with a verification of a 10% of your balance. And they do this every single day. Banks would be excited to do that. You know what? Because we'll be constantly bringing money into the bank. But they don't do that because that is illegal. It's called extortion of the money. So let's look at that. So I do not see any way or form logically to explain their 10%. But there is one thing that actually makes sense. And I want you guys to think about this. They have an obligation to us to pay us out based on the earnings that we have inside in our account. Right? Now, how would you reduce the obligation or eliminate the obligation? By creating something where we would not be willing to pay. Or some of us would not be able to pay. So what exactly are they doing? They're actually first eliminating obligation. 2, they're weeding out those who's not able to pay. So in other words is, if you're not able to pay, all you have to, everything that happens is, on the 8th or whatever, on the 6th, they terminate your account. They close all your scooters. No more obligation, right? What are they going to do with those that have paid? They'll come up with another trick. Guess what? Because those people do still have the money. And if they have the money, why not take more? But let's say only 2% of people, 1% of people are able to pay, and they're going to pay. Think about what? They just eliminated 98% of obligation. They can still stay in business for a couple of more months. So end of the day, it is very, very simple is that they're not verifying your identity. They're not doing KYC. They're not asking for any official document or even a phone bill. All they're doing is verifying, are you able to pay? Now, why do I believe this is, are you able to pay? See, they planned all this right from, it seems like almost from the beginning. Because what, about a month ago, if not more, they started giving a lot of bonuses. A lot of literally, you could say the free money. What most of us did, instead of taking the money out, we upgraded our equipment. We invested into LSSB. We invested into their third project, TLC. We invested all those money. See, one thing, while we invested all those money, we upgraded our scooters. So, did we truly bought those scooters for the $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, whatever those prices are? I don't remember the fine details. Did we? No, we did not. But we did end up with those scooters. They even upgrade. They said, hey, if you're going to buy an A1, we will upgrade you to an A2. You buy an A3, we'll upgrade you to B1. Or whatever that was, I don't remember. But they'll upgrade you to the next level. Why free upgrades? Because some of us did upgrade it twice. Some of us upgraded 3 times. Because we earned enough, With all of that free money given away, we earned enough to allow ourselves to upgrade. And now, what are they asking? They're not asking us to verify our original purchase. What we did able to afford to buy, the $960 scooter. They're not asking to prove and verify our original purchase. They're asking us to verify our final purchase. Most of us, it's $1,000. For some of us, it's $5,000, $10,000. Tell me, how can somebody afford $8,000, $5,000, a $10,000 verification? Especially if they're in the low income graph. They're in a poverty graph. How? Even the $960, which was my situation, I earned those money in LSSB, and I paid for that because I did not have the money to buy the $960 package. I did not. I do not have the money right now to pay the $1,000 or $2,000 verification. I don't. So what happens with me? I'm useless to them. They cannot extract more money out of me. They cannot extort more money out of me. So they need to get rid of me because they're done with me. They have nothing left to take from me. That's why they're getting rid of me. And that's why they're getting rid of you. Because you're no longer able to pay. Period. But if you're able to pay, and you do pay the 10%, guess what? We can get more money out of you. So what's going to be the next trick? I do not know. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be inside the platform to find out. But you guys will be there. So you guys can share what's going to happen next. And eventually maybe I'll hear it and I'll learn another trick that they planned under their sleeve. Honestly, I suspected everything. If they were a scammers, which right now, they're obviously, very clearly looks like they are, but I did not suspect this. And much more, I did not suspect that they planned this at least a month ago, if not more. So, this bogus verification is actually, are you able to pay verification? Simple. Do you still have the money? If there's more money left in your account that they can go after. Simply as that. And those that are not able to, they're getting rid of us. They're eliminating us off the platform. Because they cannot afford, since they do not have real income, looks like, they cannot afford to pay us. And it's not about the scam accounts, because every account is being verified by the manager. So those are not about scam accounts. And there's no 2 or 5 million people that they claimed. There's maybe 2 to 5 million people that actually signed up, got their $130, the free trial and withdrawn. Yes, there could be $5 million of those type of accounts, but there is no 5 million of actual paid and purchased scooter accounts. So all of that is just a bullshit. That's all I can say. They're verifying. Do you have the money? Can you pay? That's it. Take care. Be blessed.